Ladies and gentlemen, Daniyal and Mirza here on the mic with you in a special lights out edition is what I'm calling it because we're.
Bro, मुझे कोई आवाज नहीं आ रही.
What?
यार सवेरा यार.
Hello.
तेरी एग्जिट करके एंटर कर ले यार. बैटलैंड
कह यार ऑडियो की या फिर अपने हेडफोन
Altamash बात आ रही है. Yeah, actually, I want to. Altamash, can you hear us, bro?
यार बहुत आ
Actually, boys, I want to start with that. What's pulling a saver?
Luke
बताएगा.
यार मैं क्या
Fuck you guys.
यार मैं चाहता हूँ कि ये actually saver खुद बताए. What's actually called pulling a saver? Saver, please बता दे यार. What's a saver?
I don't even know if he can hear us, man.
Yeah, क्या मतलब मैं क्यों बताऊँ टेंशन? I'm totally against that whole pulling a saver. Him to pull my dick, यार. मुझे आवाज भी नहीं आ रही तुम चूतियों की.
मुझे ये पता है कि हम तेरे बारे में बकवास कर रहे हैं.
सेवर को तो सब आवाज आ रही है ब्रो.
यार like you know मैं पिछला वो vlog देख रहा था, पता नहीं कौन सा था, and Altamash, you missed a flight almost. Like वो क्या सीन था bro? इसी सब.
Like अगले दिन उसकी फ्लाइट थी और उसको पता ही नहीं था कि अगले दिन.
Oh अच्छा, I thought उस वक्त फ्लाइट है और तुम सारे एयरपोर्ट पे और.
नहीं, and like I just happened to call him. कि यार ब्रो कल का सीन ऑन है ना.
एक सेकंड
यार मेरा
ये नहीं, इसका एग्जाम था यार. इसका एग्जाम जहाँ
नजर भी नहीं आ रहे ना आवाज.
इसकी जूरी थी और इसको पता नहीं था. तुझे तेरे अपने फाइनल एग्जाम का नहीं पता था और उससे पहले तेरी फ्लाइट बुक हुई थी तेरे एग्जाम से पहले. एंड यू डोंट नो, तो इसलिए हम तुझे फोन करके कह रहे थे कि तेरा एग्जाम होने वाला है.
I think सेवर को आवाज नहीं आ रही तो उसका गेयर नहीं चल रहा.
और अली भी चला गया.
Okay, I can see Altamash, but Ali चला गया. हाँ.
नहीं, Altamash भी नहीं नजर आ रहा.
Altamash मुझे नजर आ रहा था.
कोई आवाज नहीं आ रही. तुम लोग सारे फैक्ट आ रहे हो.
Bro तेरा नेट
Altamash, we can hear you now. It's perfect. Oh, never mind. अब सब रुक गए. I think मैं लैग कर रहा हूँ.
तेरा नेट फक है.
Yeah, this is amazing.
दानियाल भी फ्रीज हो गया यार.
Bro, I'm ठीक हूँ. Hello. Hi. Crazy. Honor.
नहीं दानियाल फिट है.
Glad we talked about pulling a saver, but I just want to say once again, special lights out edition क्योंकि एक तो हम Ali is back. एक तो हम लोग 7 लोग हैं Zoom पे. This feels like every classroom across the nation right now, which is just having turbulence and shit. But उसके अलावा क्योंकि हम फिल्म करना शुरू कर लेंगे, लाइट चलेगी, मैंने कैंडल जलाई, मेरी कैंडल भी जल रही है, हम मिलिट्री अंधेरे में हो. तो boys, I think you might have to just carry me through this one because मैं कैमरे पे नजर नहीं आ रहा. Like मैं wave कर रहा हूँ, people can't see me.
I can see you, dude.
We can see you, bro.
Actually, I didn't think of that. We can just use this as the main report. Okay, never mind. Chalo, on scene, boys.
You're here, buddy.
Yeah, I want to give this a proper introduction now, even though the first 10 minutes probably like my favorite 10 minutes in my podcasting career. This is motherfucking Takatak. It's not Takatak. It's not motherfucking TikTok. It's not dumbass national television journalist said. First of all, can we just start this little podcast off on the note of lazy journalism? You assholes got to cover one of the best metal bands in the. I know these guys will never say it, right? Because they're nice guys and they're nice gentlemen. But seriously, the best metal band in the country, and you're sitting there laughing and asking if it's Takatak or TikTok. Fuck you, man. Like I afford to get these boys on the podcast, and here you motherfuckers are fucking it up. It's ridiculous, yaar. I felt horrible when I saw that. Mujhe tab chidi thi right off the bat. How is it like to be in the mainstream press, boys?
It's pretty sick, dude.
यार एक्चुअली बहुत अच्छा लगता है
हमारा एक weird सा आर्टिकल किया था, मेरा तो रिएक्शन था कि लाइक अच्छा फिर से
like एक डेजा vu एक्सपीरियंस था कि बस वही उसी तरह की उसी कैलिबर की स्टूपिड सी बस एक चीज दोबारा हुई है.
Right, basically. और उससे पहले लाइक कोई 8-9 साल पहले वो उन लोगों ने हमारे अच्छा नहीं वो दुनिया न्यूज़ ही था. ओके
वो दुनिया न्यूज़ था.
ये
जियो था ब्रो.
ये जियो था.
ये जियो था बट वो दुनिया था ना जो पहले जो हुआ था.
वो जो डिफरेंट न्यूज़ चैनल बट फिर भी but that
एलीट क्लास के बिगड़े हुए नौजवान.
Yeah, there we go. The Satanist boys from A levels, jo.
Yeah, bro, burning goats and shit.
Killing
cats.
But yeah, I honestly like the first time I had in the studio was freaking awesome. Like, ek to I thought tum log like thode se stuck up se ho gaye, but tum log nahi. I guess that's good. Kyun laga boys gigs bajate hain, boys band है, थोड़ा सा ego तो होता है यार, but तुम लोग बहुत fit लोग हो. I don't know many bands clearly.
Love you, yaar.
Yeah, I love you, bro. Exactly. See what I mean? But I just want to talk real quickly to the rest of the boys. I think I'll start with the brothers of Djentstruction. It is the best brother duo since Kane and Undertaker, and I think since मैं Kane and Abel कहने लगा था, उसे एक से
boys. बचपन में मैं Kane और Undertaker बहुत पसंद होते थे यार. सारों
bro. Bro, तुम दोनों literally उन दोनों को cosplay कर सकते हैं, पता है, like काफी good.
That's a great idea, dude.
Actually, but boys, I'm honestly like such a pleasure to talk to both of you. I've been fairly acquainted with both of your work. I've seen Daud, I've seen you play live. I don't know if you remember, but first time I saw it was a Gramathon when you were we both were way younger.
Oh shit! Constant Gramathon.
Yeah, bro. I think 2013 or 2012 था. Do you remember a band जिसने आके Bad Romance बजाया था?
Yeah, हाँ मुझे
वो मैं था यार, कैसा है bro?
बहुत ज़्यादा. मैं भी like मैं खुद पता नहीं क्या गाने बजाने गया, मतलब Skyfall type गाने या
नहीं bro, तुम Skyfall, but you also played Comfy Numb in the final, and I was like,
हाँ.
I was like, yeah, caliber boys. But it's such a pleasure to talk to both of you, bros. How is first?
Likewise, thanks.
I've been seeing you both have been keeping busy with the quarantine jams. How's that going?
यार मजे का सीन है. like वैसे हम दोनों बहुत लेजी हैं ब्रो, लाइक कंटेंट बनाने के मामले में, लेकिन बस हर कोई बना रहा था, हर कोई पोस्ट कर रहा था. थोड़ी सी हम भी कर सकते हैं, मोटिवेशन तो मिल रही थी, लेकिन अभी भी हमने और चीजें भी करनी है. feel like we could be doing more, लेकिन so far so good.
Yeah, makes sense, man. Uske alawa, of course, I'm really excited to meet Ali for the first time. Ali, like, your voice is just like, it's like both you and Altamash, I'm so freaking man. Like, every time because it made, like, because initially I was like, yeah, do vocalist, I don't know how it's gonna, sound or whatever, but then you guys literally sound like one person, both of you. And like, I've been a fan of, like, Altamash for a while. I freaking love
like the two of us put together makes one functional.
Yes, that is what that's Ali. That's what. Not like you both sound the same. That would be. But Ali, I'm so.
वो भी अलग होता है, just same होते.
I don't know if that's the. But crazy, bro. So happy to talk. And of course, Altamash, hi. What's up?
Yeah. Fit bro, बस आवाज मुझे बहुत कम आ रही है, like gaps में आ रही है.
Altamash headphones उतार
किस तरह हो जाएगा ये podcast?
Bro,
हेडफोन्स उतार दे यार
और fuck scene है dude, और fuck scene है.
Bro, कोई अपना फोन के इंटरनेट पे कर ले, कोई 3G
3G के साथ कर.
हाँ, कोई उसके साथ कर ले. वाईफाई तेरा नहीं चल रहा. हम सब सही बात कर रहे हैं वैसे. उसने बस हेडफोन्स उतार दिए.
He said, dude, the only thing that slaps harder than your bass lines is the hand that slaps them. It's freaking, like, I saw, what was it, a bass? Like, it wasn't a bass solo in The Whale, by the way. Because like, it kind of got...
Solo exactly?
Yeah.
नहीं है, but वो एक टैपी पार्ट है उसका मजेदार सा.
हाँ bro, मेरे को
I mean जहाँ bass shine करती है.
आगे से
की शक्ल देख यार.
Really quickly, just want to shout out Umer Fasie, who's going to edit all of this bullshit together to make sense. Thank you, Umer Fasie, for doing this. Also, while Altamash is loading, I just want to say, everybody who's there is merch out right now. Takatak, 2 shirts.
Oh yeah.
There's a black shirt which has a beautiful green tint and a white shirt with a beautiful black tint. These shirts are out for a limited pre-order, so if you want them, which you do, because I ordered both of them, 1 of each, and make sure of each, which is 2 of each, 3 of each, or 5 of each. Make sure you order right now. Go to the description. There's a link right there where you can go to Takatak's website, which is takatakpk.com. There's TAKATAPK.com for all of the fucking idiot journalists in the world.
It's takatakmusic.com.
Never mind, it's takatakmusic.com. I confused the websites. It's just TAKATAK, whatever. It's down there. It's right on the screen. I make liye aur ab spelling nahi aati Takatak ki. But kya was I want to talk to you guys about The Whale, because The Whale was recorded right before everything went to shit. And of course, the video absolutely looked fantastic, boys. And I must say, Dr. Luke has always been on top of shit, telling us way beforehand that corona hone laga. He came on the podcast and told us. He was in the behind.
Oh yeah, I did actually.
Bro. Thanks.
मैंने तो बड़ी foreshadowing कर दी थी कि shit's gonna. मैं तो उस वक्त ऐसे ड्रामे कर रहा था यार कि
और फिर तूने The Whale के टाइम पे भी की थी.
ये हो जाएगा, वो हो
BTS
जाएगा.
में.
Yeah, but I should say more positive things then, I guess.
So boys, hadn't set in yet. Had the corona gone? I don't think it had gone to full swing by that. I think was
नहीं.
No, it was exactly 8 days before the lockdown.
The podcast?
Oh, the video. The video shoot.
Oh, हाँ, वो तो काफी. That was actually close by.
How was the video shoot? Where'd you guys shoot it?
We shot it on Kasur Road in a big, like, under construction factory.
Grey structure tha, like
unfinished एक building है.
काफी as always mysterious vibes आ रही थी कि boys इस अंदर घुस गए और crazy scene था. But the song itself also, The Whale, like has anybody like theorized like what does The Whale represent? What does it mean like to you or to society?
Yeah, maybe like if I speak for The Whale, तो मुझे लगता है उसका नाम The Whale हमने इसलिए रखा था क्योंकि वो बड़ा like thick गाना था.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, dude, literally. No, legit इसका यही reason था, like 110%.
Like हमने बस किसी like a big monstrous thing जो कि हम बस उसकी tone और सारी feel को represent कर सके.
A big monstrous thing that's probably not like evil or anything, like just like
evil
fucking
nahi hai,
massive.
Like,
it's
massive
like,
and
yeah. But I think maybe like Ali, it's like existential shit, you know, deep Ali thoughts.
Yeah, I'd moved to Bahria town around the time when we were writing the album.
And he was
That's what the
alone.
album is about.
The album is about Bahria town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hence the whale.
Shout to Malik Riaz.
Malik Riaz is the whale. Yeah.
At Malik Riaz on Instagram, we just want to let you know that you are the whale, bro. पूरी गाना ही तेरे लिए लिखा है यार, मजाक ही नहीं है. On it, boys. And like the song itself, of course, like freaking abhi I mentioned like Isa that little tapping part and then Yusuf coming in with the यार मैं पता पूरी एक reaction video shoot की थी The Whale के लिए क्योंकि जिस दिन The Whale आया था I was like oh fuck इनका गाना आ गया because I promised the boys कि next time गाना आएगा I'm gonna call you guys back in the studio. I was like oh man मैं नहीं बुला सकते हैं because you know like lockdown हो गया और मैं नहीं आ सॉरी तुम boys को बिल्कुल भी नहीं सकता अपने घर के लेकिन फिर मैंने बैठ के यहाँ पे एक reaction YouTube channel की तरह बैठ के like react किया दोस्तों पूरा लेकिन फिर मुझे edit उमर की कि भाई ये बहुत घटिया तुमने किया react तो नहीं लगा but मैंने पूरा सोचा था boys the song was such a freaking journey like
Thank you, man.
Comes down goes up and comes down. Who was the main mechanic behind the song kind of wanted to put it together and kind of envisioned it from the start?
Yeah, like I think I came up with that main riff जो शुरू में आती है the riff that opens the song and I think वहाँ से like you can't like everyone sort of had their thing to add to it. I sort of just I think sent that one riff to you Luke and I mean everyone in the group.
यार वो तेरा एक बस प्रोजेक्ट था लाइक तूने मुझे कुछ दिए थे और उसको फिर लाइक रीअरेंज किया था काफी.
Maybe now is a good time to maybe sort of explain how we do things a little bit.
अच्छा so Zain रात को बोर हो रहा होता है जेपी के ना बस एक बैठ के ना बस रिफें बनाता है एंड बस काफी अच्छी कलेक्शन है इसके पास. अभी भी इसने मुझे मेरी हार्ड ड्राइव में लाइक 15-20 कितने दिए तूने प्रोजेक्ट में?
हाँ कोई 10-12 थे आई थिंक इस दफा
10-12 थे ना तो लाइक वो एक डंप मुझे दे देता है लाइक फिर मैं उनको खोल के देखूंगा जो फील आएगी उसमें एडिट्स
फिर डॉक्टर सर्जरी करता है उसके साथ
एडिट्स करके लाइक फिर एवरी डे में भी कुछ नया बन जाता. फिर मैं सारे बॉयज को बस व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे ही बस वो उसके बाउंसेस भेजता हूँ सारों के अपने आइडियाज बनते हैं. फिर वो बस हम इवेंचुअली लाइक एक हफ्ते बाद वी वुड ऑल गेट टुगेदर मतलब हम में से कुछ लोग जैसे किसी दिन मैं जैन और ईसा कर रहे होंगे तो हम एक सेशन करेंगे जहाँ पे लाइक वी वुड consolidate that into a project और फिर इस तरह हमारे डेमोस basically grow करते हैं into full songs.
So
like,
a lot of the small pieces are like को किसी ने कुछ बनाया किसी ने कुछ बनाया.
Yeah, so it's never like पूरा band jam करके गाना बना रहा है वो except for those 2 songs but हाँ
वो तो
or just like, one person writing the whole thing.
Exactly like वो कहीं ना कहीं वो एक चीज बन जाती है which like something that everyone has contributed to. तो वो like अभी भी
काफी हद तक फॉल्ट टाइम लूक का गाना है like Luke basically did everything in that song. सारे parts के थे like he was वो main riff और वो वाला Zain का
वो शुरू में बना था वो जब हमारा शुरू में हमारा जैम सेशन हुआ था एक first Takatak new lineup jam उस पे बना था.
For some reason, I always thought like everybody would get in the same place and somebody would play a riff and then it's a movie.
Yeah, we used to do that.
Like जो पिछली album थी out of something उसमें like basically मैं दाऊद Zain और ईसा इकट्ठे होके like literally jam करके चीजें बनाते थे और फिर कहते थे ओ इसके बाद तेरा वो वाला part आ सकता है like computer laptop involved नहीं था बिल्कुल. हाँ like काफी हद तक हम jam करते थे और कई दफा drum parts dictate करते थे कि अच्छा गिटार इस तरफ जा सकता है और फिर कई दफा गिटार parts dictate करते थे अच्छा क्या ये लेकिन अब इस album के लिए हमने sort of यही किया है कि like हर कोई अपने घर पे अपना station बना के everybody just sends a piece of the puzzle to the other person and then we just kind of interpret it in our way और फिर वापस भेजते हैं. तो like पूरी album ये pretty much इस तरह ही बनी है laptop पे और WhatsApp पे. हाँ
because everyone has jobs and like college and like all that shit.
Yeah,
so milna has getting together is something that's just not possible anymore. So
Yeah,
हर गाने
especially
के
with
साथ I would say कि एक बंदा शायद या दो बंदे शायद उसको sort of like leading the charge for that song, but like that also in terms of the fact कि like उसने शायद उसका पहला आइडिया था that sort of sparks that song, तो वो थोड़ा सा गाइड कर रहा होता है, but like वो सारा एक at the end वो सारी like सारे इकट्ठे ही एक चीज पे, because like I mean if we listen to the demos for The Whale or Fault Lines, like the number of different arrangements and versions we had
like
for all the songs,
like 10-15 versions
we
to bane
went
the, I
through
guess, at least.
Yeah,
wow.
exactly. So over a course of like a year and a half.
And especially
we
like
went to
जब Ali was in Karachi demoing जब हम कर रहे and हम इसको फिर भेजते
Right.
थे and he would record the vocals, ideas, फिर उसमें फिर back and forth करके we will like come up with vocal parts और फिर Sever के साथ sessions, मतलब वो तो एक और ही पूरा segment है vocals वाला तो.
Yeah,
I
Ali
mean,
wasn't in the same town actually.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine like it must be quite a task, like having to get 7 people in the same place and then jamming and then. Although I feel like a lot of
नहीं हो
shit
सकता.
now for you boys, yeah. You're able to send, stuff to each other in the comfort of your home. Also, boys, this Zoom call is about to end. Umer cut right here. Boys, obviously, the Voyager, big part of the album. I think a very good song. Absolutely loved it. By the way, I've gotten back into boys. I used to listen to a lot of metal way back, a lot of rock, and then like I obviously talked to you guys. Then I really started listening to it. Metal, like your music particularly, is very, very good music to work out to. By the way, for all the gym bros watching, you want to update your playlist. Right now's the time.
There are a lot of gym bros.
And like ironic है क्योंकि हम
हमें भी करना चाहिए.
हाँ, exactly. हम में से कोई नहीं
out as well.
But if we spend our time working on our muscles, then who's gonna, make them
Bro, finger muscles.
fucking jaunts and shit? Finger muscles, bro.
Finger muscles strong.
Strong.
I mean, the Voyager, of course, was recorded, I think, in all of your respective homes, very Corona standards.
No, it was done in... Achha, so we'll let you guys in on a little secret. So when this lockdown happened, we sort of had this conversation where we were like, "Achha, theek hai, lockdown to ho gaya, quarantine to ho gaya." And we didn't meet for the first week. But once we sort of realized कि हम सारे ठीक हैं और हम में से किसी को नहीं है, we sort of formed, you could say, like an isolation cell within ourselves, so we could keep meeting safely with like whatever precautions necessary, but to meet and not meet too many other people and sort of keep doing what we need to do to put this album out, because like 2 saal laga diye hain and a lot of money has been sunken into it, so we couldn't really just stop ekdam se in the middle of the campaign. So we have been meeting, guys. We just shot a thing yesterday, but yeah, we're trying to keep safe. We're putting out 2 new songs after Eid, and that'll sort of wrap up the album, and we're going to be putting it out. Yeah.
So excited for the album. But I think that's actually a good way to, because you know what, I've kind of realized that ये बहुत देर के लिए the whole Corona business, and it's not going to go anywhere. So
right.
I mean, if you have a very important, trusted circle that is kind of that meeting that circle, if that means that your dreams are dependent on it, so I think you might as well, and I think that's totally okay. And yeah, more important than that, I think a lot of people are just going to be happy that you guys are working on the album to release it. Because I thought it was kind of like unfortunate. This is like for now at least Takatak's final form. You know what I mean? I don't know. Or you guys finally had everything.
Yeah, for us too, man.
Yeah, album out, and it was all going so well, and then I'm sure this shit must have taken quite a hit on the band, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, a lot of the cool stuff that we teased on the last podcast is sort of postponed indefinitely. So a lot of the cool things that we were doing, I hope that they happen. But yeah, we have taken a financial hit as a band, and like in terms of opportunities that were sort of almost were happening. So they're still in the pipeline, but dekho kab
It's
ye
been
sab
delayed,
change
yaar.
hona hai. We don't know. We
Indefinitely.
can't put a date on it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Or
So
any
we're
kind
just
of
we're taking this time right now. I guess me, Luke, Isa, and the Ramays are gonna be working on just getting like music stuff ready to give to like have enough music to give to Ali and Altamash to be able to start working on a record. But I think और कुछ हो नहीं सकता इस time पे.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I feel like this is obviously going to be a big hit, but like you said, since you boys already have like such a good mechanism down as to कौन disjoint मारता है और कौन like think करता है riffs के बारे में, कौन बेचता है, कौन edit करता है, सब करता है. That's like very good. It's very important. I feel like and that is something which doesn't require for you guys to. I think that's very like hopefully things will keep going. But of course, I think everybody in the world needs to kind of realize that the gig economy, especially, is hit probably like way worse than a lot of other sectors. Like for a lot of sectors like big pharma, this is a fucking financial opportunity. This is like a financial opportunity since background. Like I've been hearing that shit. But for bands and wrestlers and fighters and all of these people that I love having on the podcast. I mean, you guys must have, because there's no gigs now. Like fucking, there's every.
Yeah, man. I mean,
gathering ही नहीं हो सकती.
Gathering ही नहीं हो सकती. Like Takatak तो कम shows, वैसी कम shows बजाता था. और वो zero हो जाएगा. हुआ हुआ है. I mean, me, Ali, Daud, and Yusuf and Isa, we play as like session players, and that sort of is like our thing that we do. Our professionally, so we definitely have taken a hit, and sort of I guess everyone has to sort of figure out a way to reinvent themselves in this time.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's kind of like stressing towards like we need to, and I feel like I mean that is what a lot of people need to and should be doing right now. But I don't, I don't know. I've just been thinking. I don't think everybody needs to be doing something. Like of course, if you have a band or whatever to do, but I think a lot of people also need to be told, okay, easy and don't do anything. Just this is the one time. But of course, if you're a band or something, to definitely. I mean,
for sure.
Mention karni chahiye.
For sure, yeah. I think I mean like we could technically do the next Taka record without ever meeting each other physically. Even once. So we're good. Agar shit fuck ho jati and we can't meet, so we can still keep going, I think. Pretty sure we can.
Karna padega. Yeah.
We're set.
कोई graphic designers, video editor type boys को पकड़ो और in person video shoots तो नहीं हो सकती, तो like मतलब बस वही crazy.
Like I mean सब कुछ we do most of our stuff in house. Other than like we hired hybrid imaging for the 2 videos, but like the Voyager I shot myself with the help of Luke, and we edited it ourselves and everything. And
I
now
saw the
one of the next
on
videos
that, like
Isa is like,
shot by Zain Peerzada. Holy shit, dude! I thought this was
karna padta hai. Like Isa is doing the next one. He's like a kick-ass graphic designer, animator extraordinaire. So yeah, I mean, in-house is the way to go, man. Yeah,
crazy.
It's nice to pay someone money and to get something really sick, because like pros are pros, you know. But like I mean, Isa is a pro. He has like a fucking degree and shit.
Studied graphic designing.
Sorry?
You're into graphic designing? Is that what Zain said?
I basically run a small design studio by the name of Loop.
Loop?
So we do animations, design.
I thought Luke, like Luke Azariah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he runs Luke.
It's a very nice studio you have here, man.
Thank you.
Doctor, sir.
No, but I think, I mean, this is, how is this affecting the graphic designer animation? Like, are you getting more shit to do, less shit to do? How's stuff?
I'm good वैसे because I usually work on projects remotely.
Yeah.
बाहर से मुझे काफी US से आ रहे थे वो रुक गए but locally I don't think nothing has stopped. There's a lot of web projects, there's a lot of packaging projects.
Yeah.
इस तरह की चीजें चल रही हैं.
Yeah, I feel like we're going inwards because like, you know, the physical, you know, gathering of people and the physical, you know, like physical contact, all of that's off limits. But I think to a large extent, at least for those of us with the privilege of technology, I think stuff's going to keep moving. Ali, how's for you, man? How are you? And, you know, like how's life since been COVID?
Well, it's hasn't been affected that much because the education sector finds a way. Just
Ali's a teacher, by the way.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. Education sector, either you're in the HEC if so I want you to leave, or you're a teacher so I want you to stay. So
I'm a teacher. I'm a music teacher.
Awesome. Where do you teach?
I teach at Beacon House.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
But ho gaya.
Bro, Beacon House is as vague as saying that you teach because like on the Beacon House, bro, there's like 80,000 of them.
Exactly.
But no, yeah.
But like वो बस सब कुछ like बस virtual हो गया हाँ. So checks in the mail, bro. Like easy है अभी के लिए.
Fuck, वैसे online music classes, how are you like lag नहीं आता? Because मेरे
That's what I'm doing also with like random students. Like one-on-one guitar lessons. That's what I'm basically doing, and like remote video editing stuff for Alif. Yeah, online ही सारे scene है.
Yeah, पता नहीं क्यों when you said music teacher मेरे दिमाग में वो वाला boy आ गया था जो piano के साथ आके वो you know हम सब Pakistani or whatever, you know, like मैं कहता Ali, how are you managing the stock keyboard tunes, my man, like over the okay, now I realize music teacher means like actual music teaching.
Man, schools these days are really
Internet.
It's a good thing. Like काफी कुछ कर रहे हैं वो आजकल, like proper TV and shit.
Bro, cool. Private schools, you know, like
that's थोड़ा सा
that's some T-Pain shit, bro.
It's not just like oh चलो जी. Oh shit. अच्छा मेरा इंटरनेट थोड़ा फाक हुआ बस.
You're all going all T-Pain and shit.
Jason Derulo type scene, bro. Altamash, can you hear us? Please respond. Please.
Bold Severa.
मैं literally पूरे podcast wait कर रहा हूँ कि Altamash ठीक होगा, मैं सवाल पूछूंगा.
नहीं होगा, bro.
Hello, bro. मैं उसको TV on अभी Fasie.
Easy, Altamash, easy, bro. मसला नहीं है. हम करेंगे podcast.
इसका brilliant idea था यार ये fucking.
यार bro मेरा ही था but ऐसी है.
By the way, guys, we fucking made those fucking playlists today. We're on the biggest fucking metal playlist. On the biggest playlists.
Amazing.
Yeah, by the way, I saw that. उसका क्या scene है कोई actually explain कर सकता है क्योंकि मैं
So basically, scene ये होता है कि when you have like when you upload a song to Spotify, like the single, you have the option to submit it to Spotify के curators जो होते हैं for these editorial playlists that have like fuckloads of followers. And हमने पहले भी किया था. Fault Lines also made it to new metal tracks जिसमें like if Metallica puts out a song or like Lamb of God puts out a song, unka gana goes straight to that playlist. So, like all your label bands, big label bands are featured on that official Spotify playlist. So we made it to that with क्या कहते हैं Fault Lines, and the Whale के साथ वो नहीं हुआ. और आज Voyager मैंने बस सुबह I was just going through like Spotify stats and shit, and I saw a spike and I went and checked and it was on new metal tracks and got Djent and और कौन सी थी Luke?
New Blood.
New Blood. Yeah, so that's like 1.5 million people on Spotify are listening, like have access to or are being fed Voyager right now, which is really cool.
Dude,
Like
मैं भी
हमारे
check कर रहा था और Lamb of God के नीचे हमारा गाना था.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. यार Lamb of God के गाने के बिल्कुल नीचे हमारा गाना है, which is like beyond sick. So I mean, being a Pakistani band, not like leaving metal aside, even being on an official playlist is like really big, and not too many artists have done that. And जो artists ने किया भी है, they've had like, you know, backing behind them in some way or the other. So I think it's a good day today.
That is insane. And actually, I have a question for all of you. So I want you all to like kind of answer, you know, take turns and answer and tell me what you, you know, obviously all of you are going to have different answers to this. But I mean, like you said, these playlists are a big deal. Just the fact that, you know, your songs are doing so well, you know, on YouTube, on Spotify, everywhere. People are actually listening, you know, to music. And, you know, this is essentially what you guys have been working for over a decade, right? This is ultimately like the compilation, so to speak, or the final. Altamash is back, and
Hello.
Senti बातें कर रहा था.
कर bro, बड़ी feel आ रही है. Orchestras बज रहे हैं मेरे पीछे.
Yeah, 10 years in the making.
मैंने feel खराब कर दी.
10 years in the making. I mean, we've come to Acrophase, we've come to a lineup, we've come to 3 singles that have been released that have been received very, very well. And now, of course, sky's the limit. You guys can only go up from here. How is it for all of you individually to come to this point after, you know, 10 plus years in the music biz? And I think we'll start with Altamash, since we might just lose him again. I really want him to say something. So, Altamash.
Bro. What was the question?
How do you fucking feel, you little bitch?
Altamash, 10 plus years in the music biz, bro. Axel Rose once dreamed shit. On वहां से लेकर अब तक, you've come to Acrophase with 3 singles that have done so freaking well. How do you feel, man?
Dude, I feel fucking good and satisfied because मैं तो बहुत देर से like एक fucking metal band में एक तो होना चाह रहा था fucking heavy music बनाने के लिए, but like I feel top of the world right now. मुझे बहुत feel आती है. मैं रोज सुनता हूँ ये गाने fucking. मैं fan हूँ dude टकाटक का भैंचो. ये जो चूतिए बैठे हुए हैं सारों का मैं बहुत बड़ा fan हूँ.
I love you, bro.
मैं भी तुम सबका fan हूँ, by the way.
पर यार इनको अंदाजा ही नहीं है कि मैं like I love these guys यार.
We fucking love you.
Love you too, यार.
Bro.
अब और किसी band में नहीं जा सकते तुम.
हाँ तू नहीं.
अभी कोई आवाज नहीं आ रही अभी. मेरी burn तो नहीं मारे तुम लोग.
इस पॉडकास्ट में बिल्कुल भी नहीं हमने तेरे कुछ भी कहा, but चल, thank you Altamash, that was great. I want to ask the same question to, actually wait, let's pause that question for a second. I was going to ask Doctor, but Doctor, are you in the hospital these days? Like, are you like
नहीं.
Okay,
So
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Clinical practice नहीं कर रहा अभी. So I actually joined CMH, the college.
Yeah.
वहाँ पे मैं पढ़ा रहा था biochemistry.
Right.
So this was before the pandemic. So like the first month I joined, तो बस ये हो गया and बस lockdown हो गया and सारा कुछ खत्म, and like even like I just went for like 2 weeks, I guess. और बस अब मैं घर बैठा हूँ फिर से.
Doctor, I mean, starting your music career and of course your career in medicine all the way up till now.
हाँ वैसे ये है कि the kind of job I was doing वो मुझे इसमें काफी suit कर रही थी, because I could give time to music फिर, क्योंकि with a doctor job you have to do overnight calls like 2-3 times a week, और आपके hours भी थोड़े unforgiving से होते हैं. So this is better, I guess.
Yeah, no, at least from music.
For now.
Yeah, but again,
abhi
the
ke.
same retrospective, deep, senti question, like, what are your thoughts right now, or these days about, how far you guys have come as a band, and how do you feel?
Yeah, so I do feel great कि जो अभी तक जो success हुई है, लेकिन I mean I just feel कि as a group of individuals मुझे हमारा collective potential इससे काफी ज़्यादा नजर आता है, like not to achieve something लेकिन what to do कि हम कर क्या सकते हैं, like I just think कि the sky is the limit वाली बात ये है कि अभी ये first album was like कि इस lineup के साथ हमने test किया कि how does this even work out, like we didn't know till we had the songs ready to record कि गाने actually बन किस तरह के रहे हैं, उस experiment था which turned out successful, और I think अब जरा prepared हैं, जरा रैपो सारों की अच्छी develop हो गई हुई है, अब next album I think बहुत मजे का हो सकता है.
No, for sure.
And like
and Yusuf, how are you feeling about, how far, again, same question.
Yeah, काफी amazing feeling है, like as you said 10 सालों से हम लगे हुए हैं, like जैन और मिसबा से मैं मिला था और फिर वहाँ से ये सारी जर्नी शुरू हुई है और अब फाइनली इस पॉइंट पे हम पहुंचे हैं, like एक स्टूडियो में हमने रिकॉर्ड किया, like केशव ढार ने स्काई हार्बर से मिक्स किया, like बहुत ही अनरियल फीलिंग है. और हाँ, now that the songs are doing well too, so that's just the cherry on top, and काफी like looking forward to the future वाला scene है, where as Luke said कि हम काफी इससे बेहतर shit भी achieve कर सकते हैं probably.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Yeah.
And Daud, like, do you feel as if there's even more that people should be looking out for just on this album? What can you say about the next few songs that are coming out?
Yeah, I can say that, well, we still have one song left to bahut, like it's very hooky, or I have a feeling that like काफी लोगों के सर पे वो चढ़ सकता है गाना. So like, and there's a bunch of heavy stuff still like that we haven't really touched on yet. So मतलब काफी मजे की चीजें तो expect कर सकते हैं.
Yeah. No, for
yeah.
Isa, of course, like your bass on the song so far has been like completely its own sound, completely and perfectly blends in with the rest of the instruments, of course. How have you felt about how well the album's done so far? What do you think? Like, what should people be expecting moving forward?
Yeah, मेरे से
Yo, yes. Maybe Isa, you.
Bro. बीच में थोड़ा सा कट गया था. I'm sorry. What was the question again?
What was the question? Easy, bro. I was just asking, like, how do you feel about the album so far, bro?
Yeah, काफी अच्छी feeling है because there has been a lot of lineup changes in the band as well in the past. Na? पहले we were working with Bhatti, who did exclusive growl vocals. उससे भी थोड़ा, like, I don't know, I can't say about the rest of the guys. Like, मैं personally थोड़ा bored हो गया था by the third song of it. तो हम चाह रहे थे कि थोड़ी उस तरह vocal diversity हो, and I think we were looking for a vocalist for quite a long time. फिर हमें नहीं मिला, and we just went ahead and did out of something. हमने कहा रुकना तो नहीं चाहिए, बस instrumentally कर देते हैं. Just kept pushing, but it's a great feeling, and I think जो नया lineup भी है so comfortable. Like, it didn't feel like oh अच्छा, now I have to be in a room with two new vocalists. Like, बहुत comfortable scene था. We knew each other well.
Yeah.
The environment was great.
Speaking of vocal diversity, Ali, how has been, like the, being coming into the band up till this point? Like, how have you felt working with the boys? Of course, it seems like you're all inseparable, so I'm sure, like, it's all good. But, in terms of being a singer, in terms of being in a metal band, is this everything that you're hoping for?
Man, आवाज आ रही है?
Yep.
Deep in हो रहा है? Okay. Man, like I feel like मैं like best time पे आया हूँ, because मैं already like I've been a massive fan of these guys since I knew about them. तो मेरे लिए ये काफी like amazing scene है कि I'm actually a part of this band. Like my favorite band in the fucking country is pretty surreal in itself, and the fact that it's doing so fucking well is pretty fucking ridiculous. Like बहुत आला सा scene है. Like plus like we've like Yusuf and Zain and Isa and I have been touring since like what four-ish years now.
4 years
So
now, yeah.
like वो तो हम काफी yeah dude बहुत
We were
time
already
for it.
pretty close. Yeah.
So we were already really comfortable with each other and musically भी फिर बस वो काफी fit सा scene हो गया.
That makes complete sense. And Zain, of course, I'm really glad कि तुम्हारा naked midget version नहीं आया क्योंकि for some मेरे ख्वाबों में आजकल
मैं थोड़ा सा disappoint हुआ था.
bro, क्या scene है यार तेरे
saucy
naked
sales pitches.
That's fucking Luke and his fucking fantasies, dude, man.
मेरे ख्वाब में आया था वो.
That's when it fucking started and he had.
ना यार मैंने कहा यार हर किसी को एक्सपीरियंस करना चाहिए सिर्फ मेरे साथ क्यों है.
Bro, मैं टकाटक पेज की हर बात सुनता हूँ. Bro, मैंने नहीं naked midget Zain देखना please. लेकिन Zain, I mean, like it's been so long. Like we talked last time as well. It's been a journey, but now, like Fault Lines, like you said, was kind of surprising success. People really picked up on it. They really, gravitated towards it. Worked out really well for you. Are you kind of surprised, or are you pleasantly surprised, or are you, underwhelmed or whatever by the response that the next two songs have had? But like you said, of course, they're doing well. But how are you feeling about the album as it's coming together?
Man, look, it's been a fucking long ride. And like Isa said, like a lot of lineup changes. We've been through a lot. As people, individually, as a group, as friends. We've grown together, all of that shit. I think, dude, right now, this is the strongest we've ever been. This is the strongest we've ever been received as well. Because, other than the, odd 150 metal nerds in Pakistan, हमें और कोई पहले सुनता नहीं था, and it's really cool to see कि, it's going somewhere. It is not underwhelming at all, and all that the sort of attention that we're getting right now is not lost on me. I think the numbers at this point are still very small, but in regards to the whole journey and everything, I think it's enough to push us to do more. And the sort of impact, it's not about numbers right now, but the sort of people that are reaching out and the type of audience that we're sort of reaching is, like, I think perfect for like what we wanted to sort of gather for ourselves. And I think we're at a very, very cool place, man. I just feel if we keep at it, I do believe this was not our 100%. This was us scrambling to get a record out somehow because, things were lining up and we just wanted to jump at it. But I do feel like Luke said, that rapo and that sort of like just the whole method of going about it, I think wo kafi lockdown ho gaya, and I think the next one is just going to fucking blow everyone away. Because a lot of the songs that we ended up not putting on the record were like super crazy songs that were just like, yeah, we cannot learn this material in time, or yeah, iske saath ye masla hai ya wo masla hai. So we have a lot of shit that, if people think Fault Lines is heavy, Fault Lines is not heavy. It's a fucking, we have shit that's heavy. We just have, we were also figuring out the whole production aspect of it, because I think the one thing, if not, like, I do feel like internally we feel like we know this is not like the best work that we could have done. Yes, it's great. I think it's great because in the way that like the sonics of the whole thing and the production of the whole thing, and getting the right artist to do the, you know, packaging of it, and getting someone like Keshav and, you know, Ermin to mix and master it. Sonically, I think we've achieved a product that can sort of, you know, जब Spotify का कोई editorial, you know, curator boy सुनेगा, it's not going to be like, oh यार ये किसी like shite as studio के अंदर record हुआ. It sounds like, you know, it's been produced by someone professional, which is like, I think the one thing that we can sort of take away from it कि हाँ अच्छा इस level का product हम कर सकते हैं. Now I guess we're gonna kill it on the songwriting. And I think I guess मेरे लिए personal चीज़ है, but I do feel like ये जो भी collective है in this call, like I do not believe in any other person's talent. I mean, like more than these people, like I believe in all of these guys' talent so much. I feel like अगर हम हर बंदा अपना 150% like कोई दे दे तो लोगों की बुंडे फट जाएंगी.
नहीं, I mean, you know, and the way you're describing this to me, you know, अभी ये हमारी final form नहीं है और हम लोग इससे भी बेहतर होंगे. गाने सही तरह, you know, like sonically we've achieved it, but not, bro, मैं ये गाने सुनता हूँ and I just think like, holy shit. Because yeah, man. No, honestly, bro, because like the thing is, you guys have like reached a level where I go through the comments, or I don't need to listen to anybody else's opinion to like formulate this. You know, like I've been listening to bands and music since I was a kid, and I've always wondered, you know, like can people in Pakistan replicate the same kind of, you know, passion, the same kind of effort, the same kind of technicality, the same kind of sound, the same kind of, you know, everything. Jo hum baie ke bands or something. You guys have not just done that, you've surpassed so many. I don't want to listen to fucking half of the bands I used to listen to before because
Man, you're far too kind.
From here, you know, and I'm talking to you guys about it. So it's yeah, I mean, I feel like you guys are being too humble. I feel like you're selling yourself. Holy shit, you guys are the cats.
It's as simple as the fact that the bands that we look up to and the bands that we follow and the bands that we want to tour with are so fucking sick, and we are honest enough with ourselves and, you know, with each other as, you know, instrumentalists or whatever and musicians and singers or whatever, ke we know ke yaar wo log kya kar rahe ho, us shit ka kya level hai. It's just a matter of fucking grinding it out, and I do feel like we can do it, but it's just yeah, I think being a Pakistani band, we're instantly at like so many disadvantages now, like on so many different fronts. But I think if we keep at it, ho jayega.
Nee, for sure. And yeah, I mean, you guys are really freaking good and also self-aware. So I think sky really is the limit. I feel like that should be the title of the podcast, or maybe the title of the podcast should be Pulling a Saver. I don't know. But we'll see which one. see now he cracks a smile. Now Altamash cracks. Now he can hear me perfectly fine. The whole freaking podcast. I can't hear you. Altamash, you know I can't hear you, bro. You know I can't hear you.
Dude,
Altamash mute हुआ है, bro.
Mute किया हुआ तूने.
Mute किया है सेवर तूने.
Altamash is like this because he's a rock icon. He's a
I know, dude. This is what they all do, bro. I want to keep
I'm just really sad that it's become a thing now. Yeah, fuck you, Zain.
Dude, Altamash merch आएगी. Special Altamash pulling a saver.
Bro, please.
Altamash meme merch.
I want 2 of those as well. Holy shit. Boys, needless to say, Zoom के 30 मिनट पर से खत्म होने लगे. ईसा के I think light भी चली गई है.
नहीं light just
easy, bro.
लेकिन तू अच्छा लग रहा है.
But boys, it has been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. I wish we could do this in different
Likewise, yeah.
How about we make a little pledge or blood pact right now? Okay, we're all coming to the studio once this shit is over. Like I don't give
fuck yes, dude.
If I like have to do like podcast
sure, bro,
in groups, mein, I don't give a shit. But I really want you boys in here. It'll be so fun to speak to you without the R2D2s and without all of those T-pains. But yeah, boys, just if we have 5 minutes total, I'm gonna plug some shit at the end. Make sure you stick around for that. And
for sure.
For that, do you boys just want to say something to the hundreds, maybe tens of people who may be watching once this is uploaded?
Pre-order our merch and try to, like, I mean, all of our music is up on Bandcamp, and you can either pay $1 or you can pay whatever you want. Everything that you put towards the band is going to go into the next record. So I think if you want it to be as kick-ass, if not more, than Acrophase, I think you should just go and cop that merch, bruh.
I think that's pretty well said. Anybody else want to say anything? Doctor, last time you warned us about Corona at the end.
This sucks, yeah.
Pandemic को.
अब मैं नहीं कुछ कह सकता pandemic के बारे में. अच्छा मैं कहता हूँ कि कुछ देर में सब ठीक हो जाएगा. Everything's gonna be okay.
Put it out there.
सब ठीक हो जाएगा यार. So अभी नहीं वैसे हाँ. Yeah.
Ali.
Chalo.
Best, bro.
Okay, all right. I guess that's everybody. Fuck it. That's all the messages. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Isa. Thank you, Yusuf. Thank you, Daud. A special thanks to Altamash, Zain, Luke, boys.
Thank you,
guys. This has been On the Mic. It's been my absolute pleasure to talk to these guys. I've always wanted to speak to them, and we will hopefully all speak again in a more, less laggy, less, hard to put together kind of way. But like Zain said, check the description right now. The Takatak merch is in there, along with, of course, their Bandcamp link like last time. The whole point of Bandcamp is if you listen to a band's music for free, which you can now so easily in the 20th through streaming services or websites or whatever. If you still want to donate and help a band that you really like, go and help bands because it's really hard for, again, people in the economy to make money. And of course, the merch is in the bio. Get the damn shirts. They're really, really good. I've ordered one of each myself. I'm not lying. I did. Guys, you got to do the same. Boys, thank you so much. And of course, for me, I don't need to say this, guys. I say this every single damn episode. But please just hit the subscribe button already. It's been 8 months since we started this shit. Like the Facebook page. Go to the Instagram. Do all of that. And of course, as always, from me and from the boys, I just want to say, keep it tight. Thank you.